All right, let's bring in now Shadow Education Minister Sarah Henderson. Sarah, great to see you as always. Look, I want to get your reaction to the fact that some of the Teals are endorsing a controversial independent candidate.
Sharri, good evening. Great to join you. Yes, this is Alex Dyson in Wannon, who says he's an independent, but he's been endorsed by the Teals and he's had a very sordid history, been involved in all sorts of tasteless stunts as an ABC comedian. He worked for Triple J as a breakfast host. But most offensive of all, Sharri, he participated in a horrifically offensive Holocaust joke. He never apologised for that joke. Frankly, it's disgusting. I'm not going to repeat what he said because it's so offensive. His co-host, Tom Ballard, did apologise. The ABC did apologise, but this, frankly, joker never did. And as for the Teals claiming they raise the standards in the parliament, they're concerned about integrity. Why has someone of this calibre being endorsed? He simply is not fit to represent the people of Wannon, and he never even apologised. So that tells you everything you want to know about the Teals.
Yeah. Sarah, I also want to ask you about the Albanese government, their failure to stop the use of the university student support and amenities fee for student protests. You're saying that this is weak leadership from Jason Clare. Can you explain to us how this fee works?
So the government has mandated that 40% of this fee, which of course is tens of millions of dollars, will go to student organisations and student-led unions. And we put up an amendment in the Parliament last week amidst the debacle in the Senate, with of course dozens of bills being shoved through the Senate. And that amendment was to stop this money being used for protests. Sharri, the universities have been, as you know, an absolute hotbed of anti-Semitism. I'm so concerned that this money is going to be used to print off posters and to fund anti-Semitic hate and incitement by some of the student unions. And unbelievably, the government refused to support our amendment. And that is more incredible weakness of leadership from Jason Clare.
Sarah, just finally, I want to get your reaction as well to the move we saw today where a company that owns 200 pubs in Australia threatened to boycott Australia Day. They had to backflip on their decision. But, you know, this is part of a trend that we're now seeing, a pattern of corporates wanting to virtue signal.
Oh, absolutely. And I think they've been caught out for that. They've now reversed their position. I want to see Australia Day being celebrated right across this great country. It's a day which brings Australians together. It should not divide. And any corporate or any local council who wants to play politics with Australia Day, I think Australians are coming after them. Australians love Australia Day. And it's a very special day. And as I say, any corporate who does what these pubs have done will rue the day that they tried to divide Australians.
Yeah, I mean, there's this trend where we're meant to feel embarrassed about our national flag instead of feel proud of the fact and grateful for the fact that we live in Australia, even though, as I said at the start of the show, it could be in better shape if it weren't for the current Albanese government.